All right, let's jump right in. We are tackling a question that, every single Binance user has asked themselves at some point. Should I use the app or should I stick to the website? Now, you might think it's just a simple preference, right? But what we're going to see today is that this choice, it's actually a huge strategic decision. It can literally shape your entire approach to trading.
So, you're all set up. You've got funds in your account, you're ready to make some moves, and then bam, you hit your first big choice. Are you going to be trading on that slick mobile app, or are you going to stick to the super powerful browser-based website? Let's break it down. Figure out which one is right for you, and maybe even more importantly, when you should be using each one.
Okay, so let's start with the core choice. And I want to be super clear here. This is not just about whether you like a big screen or a small screen. No. We're talking about a real strategic decision, one that directly hits your effectiveness as a trader. A good way to think about it is like this. Your platform is your cockpit. Seriously, it completely dictates how you see the market, how fast you can react to sudden changes, and just how deep you can go with your analysis. So yeah, it's way more than just a tool. It's the very foundation of your entire trading strategy.
And that really brings us to the fundamental trade-off here, doesn't it? It's convenience versus capability. You can almost picture it as a battle. On one side, you've got the total freedom of trading on the go, and on the other, the raw power of in-depth desktop analysis.
So to help figure this out, let's introduce our first type of trader. We'll call this person the on-the-go trader. Now, as I'm describing this, I want you to really think, does this sound like you? Is this familiar?
So, who is this person? Well, this trader. They're always moving. They're busy. They're checking prices on their coffee break, maybe closing a position while they're in a taxi, setting a quick alert just before walking into a meeting. For them, speed is absolutely everything. A cluttered screen isn't just annoying, it's a real liability. It can cost them money.
And this, right here, is where the mobile app just completely shines. It was literally built for that instant anywhere access kind of trading. Perfect for those quick chart checks and getting those fast trades in. The website, that's a different beast entirely. It's designed for dedicated trading sessions. When you actually block out time, sit down at your desk and get ready to do some deep research and serious planning.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about the user experience. I'm talking about the difference between something that's super streamlined versus something that's really comprehensive. We're going to dig into the look, the feel, and just the whole environment of using each platform.
Okay, so on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, let's meet our second trading archetype, the deep dive analyst. Again, listen closely and see if this one fits you a little better. This trader, they are not making snap decisions. Oh no. They live and breathe the data. We're talking about stacking multiple indicators, drawing really complex trend lines, maybe even having several charts open all at once. For someone like this, using a phone screen, it's like trying to paint the Mona Lisa through a keyhole. It's just not going to work. They need that big, beautiful canvas that only a monitor can provide.
And you can really see this difference in the user interface itself, right? The app's layout is all about being focused and streamlined. It's totally optimized for touch. But the website, it's expansive, it's data-rich, it's designed for the absolute precision you get with a mouse and a keyboard, helping you navigate that, sea of information.
Okay, let's get even more specific now. Let's talk about the actual tools of the trade. What does your trading toolkit really look like when you compare these two platforms?
The key difference really boils down to one word: depth. The app gives you the essentials. It's great for spotting major trends, checking those key indicators on the fly, but the website is the full-blown professional workshop. It's got the uncompromised, complete suite of advanced tools you need for that really complex pattern analysis that, let's be honest, serious traders absolutely rely on.
Okay, so we've pretty much laid out the entire landscape. Now it's time to pivot. Let's move from just comparing them to taking action. Let's focus on making your decision. So how do you actually choose the right platform for you? Well, don't worry, we've put together a simple little framework to help you out.
And this quote really gets to the heart of it. I want you to forget what anyone else says is the best platform, because the most powerful tool is simply the one that fits your hand perfectly, the one that feels like a natural extension of your own mind and your own unique trading strategy.
So here it is, your 4-step decision framework. It's super simple. Step 1, define your trading style. Are you that active, fast-moving trader, or are you more slow and deliberate? Step 2, list out your must-have features. What are the tools you absolutely cannot live without? Step 3, think about your environment. Where are you going to be trading most of the time? At a desk? On the move? And finally, step 4, and this is probably the most important one, you've got to try both platforms for yourself. There's no substitute. Your own experience is the ultimate guide here. But listen, here's the real pro tip. This is the key takeaway that ties everything we've talked about together. The most experienced traders, they don't ask either or. They're not choosing one over the other. They ask which one and when. See, they create this amazing synergy. They use the website for all that deep, heavy lifting research, and then they use the app for monitoring their positions and executing trades on the go. It's all about using the right tool for the right job.
So there you have it. We've broken it all down. You now understand the different trader types, you get the trade-offs, and you've got a solid framework to guide your decision. So the only question left is for you. Which tool, or maybe which powerful combination of tools, are you going to use to build your future? Think about it.